This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1975, How to Be Grateful in Hard Times. Embrace These 5 Habits, Part 1 by Sabrina of thebuddingoptimist.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Happy Saturday and welcome to one of the only podcasts in the world where blogs are narrated to you for free with permission from the authors. An award-winning podcast thanks to you. Today I have a bit of a longer post, so I'll read the first half today and then finish the rest for you tomorrow. So with that, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. How to be grateful in hard times. Embrace These 5 Habits, Part 1 by Sabrina of thebuddingoptimist.com. Quote, being thankful is not always experienced as a natural state of existence. We must work at it, akin to a type of strength training for the heart. Larissa Gomez. When I looked in the mirror in front of me, all I could see was a sunken face enveloped by a few pathetic strands of hair, the rest all but gone under the siege of chemotherapy. The golem, I sighed. I reminded myself of the golem. The instructor began to pass out sandwiches and small bags of makeup to each girl around the table, some of them as young as 15. I was the oldest, at 19. We were all together for a charity event for young women affected by cancer. We get free makeup, free food, and learn a few tips about how to use makeup to liven up our battle-weary faces. But most of all, we get a night of reprieve from the starkness of our reality. First, we put on foundation, then blush. Next, we began to work on our eyes. That was when I noticed it. My discovery was so insignificant and yet so remarkable at the same time. I still had my lashes and eyebrows, and they were not merely existing, but thriving. The discovery made me gasp with delight. Why hadn't I noticed this before? Finding them filled me with an inexplicable sense of joy, something I hadn't felt in a long, long time. Suddenly, the fact that I was practically bald weighed less. My cancer diagnosis hurt less, and my life seemed to suck less. I felt thankful for these tiny treasures I still had, even though they seemed so small. That was the first time I experienced the magic of gratitude, something I had always heard before but never truly understood. Gratitude would go on to become a key part of my healing process and help me through those dark days, as well as the even darker nights to come. But it wasn't easy maintaining a grateful attitude when I wasn't used to having it, especially during a difficult time in my life. So how did I do it? I started practicing 5 habits of grateful people. And I promise to show you what they are in a few moments, but first, let's look at why you need gratitude in your life, in the good times and the bad, especially the bad. How gratitude can help you through hard times. Why is being grateful so important, especially when you're going through a tough time in your life? Well, first of all, gratitude is linked to improved physical health. And why does this matter? Well, when you feel good physically, not only will you have more energy and stamina to handle the extra load of stress, your sense of well-being will improve too. If you ever had a bad case of the flu, you'll know what I mean. When your body stops working the way it should, the whole world seems to fall sideways. You feel enshrouded in a dark fog that you just can't muster the energy to break. But as soon as you're on the mend, all's right as rain once again. So if you're going through a stressful time right now, it's more imperative than ever to pay attention to your physical health. Exercise and a good diet are important, no doubt, but so is having an attitude of gratitude. And furthermore, gratitude has been shown to have a lasting positive effect on those who struggle with mental health issues, such as depression and anxiety. Even a simple gratitude journaling practice can lift our spirits up in the short run and make us more receptive to gratitude in the long run. So if you're having a hard time coping with the chaos of life, a dose of gratitude may be one of the best natural remedies you'll find. I know what you must be thinking. It's easy to feel grateful when life's going well. How do you make yourself feel grateful when everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong? I'm not going to lie, it's not easy cultivating gratitude when your life's a mess, but it's not impossible either. And here are 5 habits that will help you do just that. How to be grateful when life is hard. 5 habits to help you cultivate gratitude. Number 1, make an effort to notice the good. When life's not going well, you feel like nothing good ever happens to you. But is that really true? Take my story at the beginning of this article, for example. Why hadn't I noticed the very obvious fact that I still had my eyebrows and lashes? Because I was preoccupied with everything that was going wrong in my life to see them. The experience taught me this valuable lesson. You can't appreciate what you have if you don't notice them. If we all took a few minutes each day to really notice the good things that we have, the good things that happen to us, and the good people we have around us, then we'll see that we have an abundance of good in our life. So make an effort to notice. Look up from your phone for a few moments. Stop complaining for a few moments. Forget everything's going wrong for a few moments and just notice. Number 2, hear that in tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled How to Be Grateful in Hard Times, Embrace These 5 Habits by Sabrina of thebuddingoptimist.com. Thank you to Sabrina. We'll finish the rest in tomorrow's episode, so stay tuned for that. And if the name and website don't sound familiar, that's because this is the first time I'm featuring her here on this show, but she's been featured over on Optimal Relationships Daily before for the first time last month, actually. So you can check out that show for more from her, and I'll tell you about her tomorrow. But that'll do it for today. Thank you for being here and listening every day, including the weekends. And I'll be back tomorrow to finish up this post where your optimal life awaits.